If you're thinking about moving in together, Overcooked might be a good measure for if you're ready. Both of us are good cooks, which is great, except when we're both in the kitchen. Hey.
Sorry.
I really wish we would have played this game before moving in together, because it would have tipped us off to some issues we'd encounter sharing a kitchen in our 2-bedroom apartment.
Grab the mushroom. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what's up. I'm gonna grab this pot. Tarn, hurry. Tarn, the pot.
It's true that our teamwork, or lack thereof, gets put on full display when we play this game together. But the other side of that coin is that lots of angst from the real world bleeds into our gameplay too.
How have we stayed together this long?
No clue. Communication is important. No, it's more like it's the whole game. You can sort of brute force your way through the first couple of levels, but when tables start moving and recipes get more complicated, you've really got to be on the same wavelength.
I gotta be honest, I'm kind of in like a blind chop.
Okay,
like, I don't
so we need
see
tomatoes.
anything but the knife.
One of my biggest problems with co-op games is clamming up and not sharing crucial information.
Oh shit, what's happening?
I thought this was a cooking game.
We are in media res, so to speak.
Unfortunately, communication is the key to scoring 3 stars on levels, and I have a habit of getting real quiet when I'm concentrating. It leads to me never letting him know what I need in the heat of the moment. On the outside, I'm just carefully carrying dishes from one place to the other, but on the inside, I'm practically screaming for chopped tomatoes stat. It's unfair to expect him to read my mind, but with how long we've been together, why the hell can't he? I think it's best if we don't do each other's jobs unless we specifically ask for help.
I think like that's a good idea. I just don't think it's very like practical in practice.
We just need to communicate.
Well, that's why I don't think it's very practical.
Because you can't communicate?
It's not just me.
Oh! To make matters worse, eventually he'll talk to me because he needs help, which breaks my focus and throws off the whole feng shui of the kitchen. Oh my god,
there's gotta be a plate somewhere.
I get that he needs me to hand him a fresh plate, but it totally interrupted my ignoring him.
We got nothing cooking right now.
I'm trying, okay?
I'm not getting upset with you.
Okay, I'm sending you dishes. You can do some dishes.
I'm just trying to let you know, like, what we need.
I don't usually get frustrated with games, but Overcooked taps into something deep in my soul. I get all annoyed and snappy because I don't want to be the reason we lose, and if we don't get all 3 stars, I can't help but feel a little responsible. When we're really struggling with a level, it's not uncommon to take an emergency 10-minute break to listen to whale sounds and pet the cat a little. But then it's right back at it because I am not going to bed till we finish this thing.
Okay, I'm gonna grab one more. You don't need to grab another mushroom. You just came up with a genius idea.
What?
Stay in the middle, and I can do this shit, yo. Take that mushroom. You see what I'm talking about?
I do. Getting the plates out to the hungry customers is as much a juggling act as it is a sprint for the 2 of us.
Nice delivery, by the way.
These people are insatiable, and it seems like no matter how much food we put out, the list just keeps getting longer and longer. I swear to God, I am one unhappy customer sending his tomato soup back for having too many tomatoes away from a nervous breakdown.
Very good. Very good. You know something? No soup for you!
The stakes are always that much higher when you've got a timer ticking down in the corner. And I swear, every time we hit the 30-second mark, my finger dexterity goes out the window. I start fumbling plates and falling off of things holding full orders. Call me crazy, but I think there's a reason I play better when we mute the game and just listen to music.
I don't think we quite cracked the code there for like how to work together. Hey! It doesn't matter though. We got a little raccoon in a wheelchair!
He's so cute! We try to immerse ourselves in the game as much as possible. I'm not gonna tell you we wear oven mitts and aprons when we play, even though we did that once, but we definitely start barking orders at each other like we're on Hell's Kitchen. Oh wait.
Someone's gotta carry the performance here. Got a lot of hungry people out there. We need a bun. We need a bun.
I know, it's right here.
Oh no.
I don't know this for a fact, but if I had to guess, things might go a little smoother if one of us offered to be the sub every now and again. But instead, you've got 2 people trying to play bad cop in the kitchen and everything is going up in smoke. How do I?
Here, there you go, okay.
Even still, I sometimes catch myself daydreaming about running away and opening up a restaurant somewhere nice and quiet. Just the 2 of us. Playing this game snaps me back to reality where I realize I'd have to listen to him yelling hot food in my ear for the rest of my days. I owe the game a huge thank you for keeping me out of culinary school, because it's probably for the best.
4 combos, extra bacon on the side, 2 chili cheese samplers, a basket of liver and onion rings, a catch of the day, and a steak cut in the shape of a trout. You got all that, honey?
I'm keeping my fingers crossed that we don't get a visit from the health inspector anytime soon, and that's not referring to the rats in the kitchen.
Tarn, I need your help. There's we got a geek on our left here.
Oh no.
My hands were full, I'm sorry.
I don't know who signed off on this, but the FDA would have a field day with our restaurant. It's already bad enough that our meat and veggies are sharing a cutting board, but we're also serving the customers floor lettuce. Don't kick that lettuce, I need it.
I hope the floor's clean.
Counter space isn't always as available as we'd like it to be in the kitchen, and desperate times call for desperate measures. When things get dicey, we'll start getting a little overly creative and throwing things to each other and just dropping them on the floor to save space. We're gonna call it the 5-second rule, but I'm not going anywhere near the things we cook.
Run for your lives, everyone! It's the appetizer!
When a stage requires moving from platform to platform, he usually has me park it in one spot and does the moving himself, which results in him dying and me just standing there waiting for lettuce. He oughta know by now. He's gotta keep the instructions simple or risk my brain shutting down. Can you
I got
that
this one.
Yeah. I will lettuce this one.
I'll
have to chop it. Fuck. When we reach peak frustration with each other, a great way to blow off steam is to switch to versus mode. This way, we can get to the bottom of who the real weakest link is. Things start off friendly, but it doesn't take long for all talking to cease, and the only thing that anyone hears for 3 minutes is the furious chopping of vegetables. Even when we're failing a level horribly, the goofiness of the game makes losing hilarious. It's no surprise when we sit down to play, it ends up eating our entire evening. It's the kind of thing that almost makes me sad there will come a day where we'll have all 3 stars on every level and won't have more to play. Anyways, I'd have more to say, but we've got to start cooking dinner.